Hey, it's Jay. Welcome back. And you know what? We are kicking off exactly from where we left off in the last episode. So we have done nothing since the last one. Hey, look, there's Julie. Let's go see if she has anything for us. In a little enclosure, safe from the spiders. Hey. Screws. Well, thanks. Thanks, Julie. That's useful. Buddy? There's Buddy. We gotta keep him, actually. We need to secure this guy. You have silica. You know what? Silica is actually less useful than what we got now from Julie. Fantastic. So, as it is tradition, normally we would start with news time. But I don't have any news this time. Kind of cool, isn't it? It's been a little while since there's been nothing to talk about. At least in the beginning of the episodes. I need to secure this guy. Wait, let me quickly put down some stuff. You will have the tarp fencing because... just because. Oh no. Okay. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Here we go. And because of our new boots, we can jump right over and we are happy with this. Alright. So, today's episode. What do we want to do? That is a good question, isn't it? So, we need to sort out our steel manufacturing. However, I don't really want to. So, what I want to do instead is a little bit of exploring. We need to set up a little bit of this fancy dimensional depots. What we need for that is a little bit of research. And if we just head off over here in alien technology, we need to start working on this this research tree. So of course we've got a few things already, but we don't have a lot of SAM. Oh, we do have a lot of SAM actually. You know what? Let's get going with this already. Start.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Cool. So next we need some of this. We need this and that. Then we need to give it back to the ma'am. Wait. Let's first see this. So we can actually do this research now. We need steel. Alright, let's sort this out. It shouldn't take too long. We've got a good amount of the stuff set up already. And then all we need to do is set up a factory for it. We don't have enough. What don't we have enough of? We don't have enough rods. Give me all your rods. And let me chuck it in here. No, what am I... What? It's climbing a ladder. Alright. You got all the rods now. You will make some more stuff. I'll leave you at to do that. We've got all the other stuff we need. Where is... Oh, so close. Yeah, let's just do that. Wait. And then it's in here, right? Yep. Oh, we only need 500. Neat. We can take all of that now because we actually don't need that one. Is it attached anywhere? It is. Oh, you know what? I think this this is actually the automated one. I thought that this is something that I just put off on the side, but it's not. Okay, let's quickly have another look here. What else can we do? We can do this one, and we'll do it quick. And there we have it. We just completed off this. Oh, I can't click it anymore. Okay, we completed the Mercer Sphere because we had one. We completed the Summer Sloop because we just had one laying on the floor. Now you can see this is what we actually want to go for. So we have these circuit boards already. We need 100 SAM fluctuators and we need another Summer Sloop. And then we need 10 of these SAM fluctuators. And to make a SAM fluctuator, we need the steel pipe. How annoying, right? Okay, well. Let us just set this up because I'm pretty sure we can just do this. Yeah, hey, look at that. We'll take this out. Take that out. And just make use of this for right now. And throw in all the SAM. Yeah, there we go. Bit of a long way to go just to wrap around and do that, but that's all right. So we're going to make a lot, and we'll just leave it at that. Have we got all of our... Whoa! That was actually cool to slide all the way through. No, we don't. And the other thing is we want more because we have unlocked this this Explorer. But hold up, the Explorer takes crystal oscillators, which we don't have produced yet and in a manufacturer or anything, as well as the motors, which we also don't have produced, and of course the steel pipe. Fun. So what are we going to do about this? This area is actually perfect for what's it, steel, and in particular steel beams. I forget what they're called. Concrete beams, because we have the concrete over there. We have the, of course, the coal and the the iron right here. We also have the copper there. So this place is actually pretty good for everything. So you know what? I'm gonna spend a hot minute while waiting for this guy to decide to complete his work. I'm gonna quickly spend a hot minute having a look at this area and seeing if we can't just lay down some level of foundation to figure out how we want to build this place out. Because ultimately, I think that it would be pretty cool to have a nice little area over here, which will store the majority of our first initial base. This like manufacturing plant, because all of this is like on the edge. If I can show it here, like that's just hanging over, and that does. I don't think that looks cool. So let's see if there's a bit of space over here where we can just build out a flat piece of land and just start building what would be a, well, I suppose a real factory. Yeah, okay. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back, and maybe we'll have some more idea of what we're doing with this area. Oh, I guess it's just my imagination. Anyways, guys, you'll notice that we have a little bit of a population crisis happening over here. We've got too many spiders that do not need to be... Wow. Whoa! You just disappear. What on earth happened? Ow, 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 ow. There he is. Hey, come back. All right. Shame. Yeah, so we are building quite close to this little section over here. But you know what, guys? Let's actually quickly go up and have a look. Let's jump onto that area. And we'll see what it is that we are dealing with. And maybe, hopefully, we have enough to finish our little bit of research. Oh, cool. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we do. Brilliant. We got enough. All of that, all of that, all of that, all of that, and all of that. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. There we go. Steel.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
So we very much need these encased industrial beams. Now we're not going to focus on it, not yet anyways, but we need this. So we need this mainly because the next, this stuff, I don't think it's Mark 3, I think it's Mark 4. The Mark 4 belts absolutely requires encased industrial beams. And if we can just produce a whole heck of a lot of those, then we are set for pretty much all of the future builds we do. Because very seldom do we come across a anything that can produce more than, I think it's 480 items per minute. I mean, this thing, what is it? This produces 120 now, and if we were to overclock it, it is noisy. It's 300. But if we were to put a Mark II on it, it then doubles that, so it will be 600 with a Mark II and fully overclocked. So that, yeah, okay, that's more than 480. But you know what? That's the only thing at this point in time, in this moment, that can actually reach a limit of that belt. So that belt, if we can just mass produce it, we can use it absolutely everywhere and nothing will really be affected by it too much unless we absolutely need it to be. So that's great. So anyways, we now have steel. And I didn't really want to jump into steel so soon. So my whole plan is a little bit thrown on his head, and actually I can get rid of that, I can get rid of that, I can get rid of that, I can get rid of this, and that. And actually, to be honest, that as well. So let's just quickly go up here and have a look at what our base will look like. And I do think we'll probably expand up here as well as soon as we're able to. But not with too many fancy things. I think we'll just put the stuff that's used to create the objectives. These things. Smart plating that. We'll put those factories right here. And I did this before. But I never really made a factory dedicated to those 3 massive ingredients. I just sort of put them in a little small factory on the side. And I think I might just do the same. Just to show you that you don't have to automate absolutely everything. Although if I'm honest, it does help. Which is probably a good idea. But I'm going to see if it's possible to do without doing that. This is quite a substantial little block of area, isn't it? I think we can do quite a nice little bottom line manufacturing plant here. And actually, I'm almost certain that we'll probably be able to build all that we need. I mean, it's quite big. This is a good start. Let us maybe then consider building a small foundry. Just to start making enough stuff so that we can make use of of the resources required to continue our little endeavor with the SAM. How does that sound? Or should we just make that right here since we've got everything already basically right here? I think I'm just going to do that. Let's be lazy. How does that sound? think that's probably enough space. Where was it now? Production, foundry, perfect. I want 2 boxes in. Actually, let's maybe do it this way around. Then we can do that and put it on. Uh-oh. Oh no, I need more frames. Okay. Let's see if we can't maybe grab some of those frames here now already. We can. Fantastic. And let's put this back here. So the reason I want to do this is because I feel like there was a entire batch of ore that we're not using. We're at 81%. I think we can just maybe steal a little bit. Let's just do that. This might not work. Okay, well that's definitely not going to work. I'm sorry guys, is it super loud? I have no idea. If it is too loud, I think I'm going to just turn the volume down of these machines and we'll take it from there. I might just do that right now. Where is this thing? Equipment? No, it's not. Factory volume. Did that do anything at all? Let's take it down a bit more because honestly, it's obnoxiously loud in my ear. Let's take down equipment a little bit as well. Maybe also down to 30 and we'll see how that sounds. I mean, I can still hear that. Okay. Let us carry on. Do that. Put that in there. Put that in there. And then we'll bring out... Let's see. Let's just split it here or there. Yeah. And then that one goes into there like that. Great. This thing. Put that there. We can put this here. And then what is this one? That's the splitter. Yeah, sure, we can do like that. So what that means is we can take some input on this side and we can split it out. Let's swap that one around. There we go. That's going to get a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh no, look at what I'm doing at the bottom here. No, that's totally wrong. Let's put that back. Let's put conveyors back. And I don't even know what was in Atom 3. You know what, let's just put our splitter there instead. Great stuff. Okay, so that will go in there and that will go in there and everything is sorted out. We can make some iron... What? Iron. Steel. We can make steel. We're not going to worry too much at all about the ratios because that doesn't really matter when we're not worried about the ratios. Make sense? I hope so. Let's see, can we just do that? We cannot. Great. So we need to take one of these. This is not going to work out so well. I'm going to do like that. Okay. Trust me, I think I have an idea. I'm going to take that way. We of course now need to dismantle that one. Let's put this back into there. And then this guy will just go around. Done. Now, we just need a bunch of coal. Without dying. Just gonna grab all that I can, because there's no point in not grabbing all that I can. Oh, this is a little slow. Okay. Up, 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 and away. There we go. Yep, that's taking coal up and that'll distribute it out. Now all I need is power to this place. The power can come in. Yeah, there's a spot over there. Right into that. Nice. Now we are producing steel. But that is not yet Is that anything that we need to produce? The steel beams. Well, no, actually that's a total lie. Is that where the beam is? Looks like it. We need steel pipes, and then here we don't care about steel pipes. Do we need steel pipes in order to make the SAM fluctuator? That would be kind of annoying, wouldn't it? Okay, but anyways, let's have a look. Just straight up constructor. Can you make... Yeah, you can make steel pipes. You take in 30 per minute, and you're going to just grab it straight from there. And... Sure. And then I'm going to add in a splitter here. No, not a splitter. A merger. Yes. There we go. Oh, and then of course this one needs power as well. There to there. Great stuff. And now we just have to wait. Yet again. Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to see what do we need for this. We've got all of those things. What do we need for that? We don't have a lot of rotors. Oh, wait. What do we need for smelters? Oh, we need pipes. There we go. Let's go start making a little bit of an idea of what we're going to do here. So I'm kind of thinking... somewhere we need to process the ores, which can probably be here. And somewhere we need to then make use of the ores, which of course will be just right next to it. So let's have a look. Ah, you know what? This is a perfect time to show off Satisfactory Modeler. I don't know if I've used that yet in this show, or this series. But let's have a look at it. I'm going to quickly get it up and running, and we can sit... Wow. Okay, hold on. Wait. There we go. It's just maneuver, jump over, slide under. Look at this thing. It's going. I think it would be worthwhile putting it in a box. Somewhere in a box. Can we do it just here? Oh, it's gonna be so bad. I want... if we push H. Oh, you know what? It was yellow. Yellow does mean you can actually build it even if it is clipping through some items. Cool, so that's actually doing its thing. I'm going to sit right here and hopefully no spiders are going to get to me. If I do that... yeah, no, that actually doesn't stop the game. Perfect. Let me open up Satisfactory Modeler quick. So this is Satisfactory Modeler. You can find it on Steam. It is absolutely free. So just go into Steam and you just type in Satisfactory Modeler. The name is up here. And you'll when you start it up, you'll be greeted with this little screen here. Basically, it will tell you how to use the app. So what I'm going to tell you now is not a tutorial. You can just read it here. I'm not going to read it because I suck at reading. I said it. Basically, what you do with this tool is you can use it to model out your factory before you even start building it. So you can plan out the whole of everything you want to do. So what I'm going to do here is if you right click, it opens up this menu which has a list of recipes. The left side of this list is your inputs. You'll see down here we've got iron ore, and on the right side is your outputs, which will be the iron whatever that is. We're going to take the iron ore right now, and you'll see it popped up with a little icon that we can move around. We can zoom in and out like this, and then we can also drag this little node out there where it's the green. It will tell you the output. We can drag that with this little spline, and when we let it go, it will bring up this menu that gives us the recipes filtered by iron ore, or whatever the output of the machine was. If we just do iron ingot, you can see that we now have 60 iron ore in and 60 iron ingots out, and it requires 2 machines. And here is the real power of this tool. It can predict by doing calculations for you in a nice cool little visual aid way of doing it, how many machines you need for each part of your project. So we have a pure node. Now you're like, okay, cool. How do we do that? How do we use this tool to manage a pure node? Because of course there's many different nodes throughout the game. Simple. You just double click. You can even select your different miner levels that you have, mark 1 through 3. And here's your node type, pure node. There we go. And even here, your clock speed, we can do 250. And we're done with that. So that's 250%, so 2.5 times speed. But now, yikes. This is like not quite bringing it up to what it is at. So unfortunately, there's some points where you need to actually just say how much ore you get. And there's two ways of doing this. I can either say that, oh, I have 4 machines. This will tell me that I need 120 iron ore. And that's not really a percentage here, but basically you can see that that's not really being strained at all. Instead, if we remove this and we say, oh, I'm actually making 600 out of this because I have a, no, wait, it's 300. Because I have a overclocked Mark 1 miner. 300 units per minute, 300 ore per minute. Now this is telling me, why is it telling me 750? What? Oh, you know what? This is saying if we have 300 machines. Maybe? No. Hold up. A normal ore outputs, there we go. See, we learn things as we do. So normal pure node outputs 120. What was that noise? Was it you, Mr. Bean? Oh, okay. That's good. Please don't scare me. Right, so a normal node outputs 120. No, not normal. I mean a pure node outputs 120, which when overclocked to 2.5 times produces 300 ore per minute. Drag that out, iron ingots. Now we know we need 10 smelters to handle this one node that we've got with the miner that we currently have at a full overclocked speed. Now, of course, we don't just want to make iron ingots. We can drag off again. Even though there's something already there, we can drag off again and we can see the rest of the recipes. And where is the one we want? There's steel ingot. Now this is kind of cool. You see it automatically splits it out. 150 there, 150 down here. And this tells us we need, well, 3 and a bit machines. And it tells us we need 150 coal. So if we drag out from the red and drag and release here, we can see now that it's filtering by coal, and that's how we produce coal. Ah, but what's happened now? So if we only dedicate one miner producing only 60, so it's a normal node, and feed that into this whole recipe area, that means that we will only be able to safely use 60 iron ore and 60 coal, which means we now drop down to basically 2 machines and we produce 60 per minute of steel. So it kind of like auto calculates and distributes based on what you have. So if we go and say 120, you'll see it now will say, hey, let's use 120 from here, and now we only have 180 left for these machines. And also we only require 6 machines now. And I think this is more or less what we're going to go for, because I'm not really sure if we need more than 180. And you know what? If we do, that's not a problem either, because this node is also, of course, set to a Mark 1. If we set it to Mark 2, now suddenly we're producing a whole lot more. And I don't know why it doesn't change, but if it's a Mark 2, let's change it normal. I actually, you know what? I don't know how this is supposed to really work. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's quite interesting. So if we move this to say change from parts per minute to, well, turn the parts per minute off, this then represents the number of miners or machines that we'll have. So if we have one machine, that then can show you that we are producing a split amount of 480 and 120. And if we do 0 here, we'll see it's 600. So actually that's quite accurate then. I wonder, what would Mark 3 do? That is insane. That would be fantastic. So if we get Mark III with this one miner, we'll be able to actually satisfy our entire base, but not like a massive production line. I mean, not focused stuff. So if we want to have like 500 computers per minute, we will need a dedicated route for that. But this one node can satisfy our entire setup, and that's pretty cool. Let's set this back to, well, we'll probably keep it at 250. I don't think there's any problem with overclocking this. And it is a pure node, and there is only one of them. So there we go. We got that split out. So now we know we just need 6. And we need coal, and we have, no, not coal, copper. Close enough. We've got one node there, and also I think we should do a 250. And I'm going to do like that, and just have one. Fantastic. And now you can see we can basically just build out our entire factory that we have. So there we can make wire. From wire we can make cables. From cables I don't think we have anything after that. Not at the moment. That's just going to stay over there. Did we have anything else for copper? No, we don't. Do we have anything else for copper ingots? Yes, we do. We have copper sheets. Great stuff. Now, I'm not sure if there's a way that we can limit this to like just right here decide whether this must be limited in this little belt, because this kind of represents the belts to the machines. So I think maybe what we can do instead is we can just say, you know what, we only want one machine because we don't need a lot of these. Maybe. Let's see. What do we need this for? Copper rotors. We don't really worry about that. Yes, we'll need circuit boards. So it might be worthwhile. And we need AI limiters as well. So you know what? Let's maybe make this 2 machines. There we go. And we can always build more if we want. You know what? I think that counts as that kind of machine over there. Let's do the same for our steel, because I think that's all we can do with, you know, let's check this first. What can we make out of that? Just copper. We need stators, but stators, let's do that. We'll have one machine making stators, I think, at least for right now. And then we can see we need the steel pipes. Steel pipes, we can just take that there, and we know we're going to have steel coming in. Yo, let's do this. Turn that to one machine. And there you can see it's basically going to use a fraction of a single machine. Now, because we have limited this, see, it calculates, it like back calculates through everything. So if I go and put something like 5 here, no, not over there. Let's see, it uses this. So if I go put 2 over there, you see it already updates this one, or updates over here. I've specified the machine that I wanted there, and I've specified up here how many I have. If I take it away, it auto calculates. It's super cool that way. I don't know if that's enough. We probably need 2. What does status go into? We haven't even unlocked status yet, but we do know we need motors. So let's actually plan for that. And that needs rotors, and I don't actually have rotors laid out anyway just yet. So, oh, actually that's another cool thing. If we pull this out, it tells us what it takes to make a rotor, because of course it filters on that that input. So now I know this is actually just steel stuff, isn't it? So let's pull this all the way down maybe, and let's work a little bit on steel. So for screws, we need iron pipes. For iron pipes, I mean, we can see over there, we just need iron. We can pull that into there as well. And then from iron, we can now make iron plates. Fantastic. Iron plates then can go into reinforced iron plate. Move that over there. It's making a bit of a mess, but you know what? It's fine. We can organize it. And then this can turn into modular frames, which needs more pipes. Modular frames can go into heavy modular frames. We're not even there yet, so I'm not going to bother with that. And let's see, is there anything else we can make with this? Gas filters? That might be useful. We can probably unlock that. And it just takes what? Coal, some... You know what? Let's actually put this in. I think we might want... We can't. We can't make this. We'll have to make it ourselves. So now we've made a mistake. We can just push delete. Goodbye. Nice and easy. Can this turn into anything? Let's just make double sure. Yes, it can go into circuit boards, but... Oh, you know what? That's okay. And here comes the next phase of stuff. This is plastic. We're not going to worry about plastic yet. So we're actually going to just delete that. There we go. So the way that I like to organize this kind of stuff is I want to organize all of my inputs, which will be this. Just kind of all right. Move all of that off. And then all of this is like my smelting level. And now we can see that we'll need, well, 10. That's kind of a lot. So we only need 5 for copper. And that will be saturated by this whole single ore that node that we have. We need, I'm just going to say 10. Although we can overclock it to 200%. In which case we'll only need 5. But I don't really know if I want to do that just yet. We might have to because we've got some size or some... yeah, we've got some size constraints. So maybe we do. But we don't really have a lot of overclocking ability. So that's a bit sad. But you know what? It's all right. I'm just seeing, where is the limitation coming from? It looks like copper is potentially our limit. If we have 2 of those machines, does everything else increase? I'm not really seeing much difference. Except maybe in the wires. Interesting. Okay, but anyways, so we've got our inputs, our smelters. That was a weird way to say it. Our smelters. And then I like to call these the first order items. So your primary output from your smelter then turns into whatever you create next. So these will be like this. Technically, I think this is like a higher order one because it's a bit further down in the tree. So I want to push this a little bit further out. And then, of course, the next items that get made. Yeah, that's a first level because it takes in... I was going to say the raw resource. It takes in the more basic resource. Then the next level is this. Now, this is kind of interesting. Because this just takes in one ingredient. Normally for the other recipes, like you can see here with rotors, it takes in 2 items, which is where I would consider that to be a bit of a higher order item. So let's see. This one goes right there, I think. You can just put that there in line with this because it takes in the previous item and just makes it to the next level. This is a assembler now. So very nice. This is also an assembler, so we can move this back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be strict with my conventions. That is our first order items. This is the second order. Technically first, well, still first because it's only one ingredient, so it's still an assembler that makes it. Sorry, a constructor. And then, of course, our assembler level is over here. And then this takes the ingredients or the items from the previous assembler level to put into the next one so that it can produce the next level stuff. Okay. Yo. There's a bunch of stuff, isn't there? So I'm going to actually just add in here, just so that we know what is here. We need the steel beams. And then from steel beams, we want encased industrial beam. And then, of course, that takes concrete, which comes from a normal assembler. And that then takes some... There we go. So that is not actually fast enough. We want a whole machine dedicated to this. So I'm going to do that, and that's going to change absolutely nothing. Fantastic. If I dedicate 2 machines, yikes. Well, you know what? It's not meant to be an efficient factory. That's my excuse. Oh, whoops. There we go. So this is actually the plan. We just built up the whole thing that I wanted to get to eventually right now. How cool is that? So let's actually figure out how many machines do we need. I wonder, is there like a way to gather that kind of information? There might be. If we make an outpost, can we copy? Oh, that's another cool thing. You can copy and paste. So I just copy that, Control C, paste it like this. But I'm not going to do that there. If you double click on an outpost, you can click open, and now you're inside the outpost. So if I just put that down, and now if I go back, does this tell me any kind of information? It does not. What you tend to want to do with this is you can basically remove your input, and all of these red you can pull up to this little plus, and it will, oh, not like that, like that, and it will just add it to, yeah, okay, we can keep it that way. It'll just add it to this list of items that you are requiring. And if you click on that little button to go back, now you can see it. There's all the things it needs. So now you can pull that out and figure out how much of everything you want. Pretty cool as well. But it doesn't tell me how many machines I need. So that's kind of interesting. I would like to know how many machines in this whole selection of stuff I actually need. And I don't know if it does tell us this. It does. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't really worry about power. Maybe we should worry a little bit about power, because we don't have infinite amounts of it. Yeah, let's actually go straight to machines. So we need 13 smelters, 38 constructors, 5 Mark 1 miners, 13 assemblers, and 2 foundries. Is this not the best tool you've ever done seen? I'm going to move this off, and we're going to start sort of working on that a little bit. But actually, before we do that, how far is this? Beautiful. Let's go do our research. We need some of that. Hold up. Oh, nice. Alien tech, sure. Let's see what we need to make the slam fluctuator. It's not in that. Interesting. Oh, we can just put it there. It's not even here. What? Is it one of those things that need 3 ingredients to make? It is definitely... Oh, this is going to be very annoying. How much do we need? We need 11. We need 10. We need 100? Let's just do this one first. Oh, I see. We still have our old stuff on there. So we can get rid of that. That's fine. Let's maybe just not worry about too many things. Okay, I'll be right back when I've made a whole bunch of this. I don't think that we can make enough of it, actually. And we're done. What can we unlock now? So we can definitely do the dimensional depot. We can't well, we don't need to do this because we can't unlock the next level. So let's just go ahead and do this one instead. That's pretty cool.
Dimensional.
Okay, so dimensional depots are now unlocked. We'll try and see if we can make one, but this is very important. We definitely want this, but we need computers. And I don't think we've come across a single computer yet. Like, that's going to be priority number 1. Because once we have this manual depot uploader, we can then upload from our inventory into that space fanciness. So we're going to definitely need that. And that requires 3 immersive spheres and a computer and some SAM. So I'm going to just actually chuck the SAM in here because we don't need it right now. And what was I going to do as well? I don't even remember. Oh, no. So I wanted to show you guys that we can now make dimensional depots. Well, I mean, we could make it if we had the ingredients. Yeah. Okay. So maybe... Maybe we just sort of like work on our factory a little bit. And by that I mean work on it down here. We've got enough to make a couple of those. Let's give this a little bit of a start. Oh, can I make it up this almost. I totally did not actually expect that to work. That's a pretty cool little perch area. Maybe we do something with this. This is kind of very neat. So let's figure out. We need 13 smelters. We've got everything. Awesome. So how are we going to fit all of these in? Because we need this to come in at some point, do some stuff, and then go out at another point. I guess we could just like start putting stuff down and then figure it out from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll just put a couple down and I won't let you guys have to wait for it. Ow, my knees. Alright everyone, so we have done a little bit of stuff. I mean, not a grand amount of things, but you know what? This will be a little bit of a shorter episode, I think. You know, you never know these things. But I believe that our next step is to actually just finish off building out a little bit more of a more concrete, excuse the pun, more concrete little factory over here. Something with a bit more substance rather than what we got at the moment, which is just not gonna quite cut it for so long. So this is the floor that we've got at the moment, the amount of space being taken up. We've got our 8 what do they do? They do iron. Our 8 iron smelters and our 5 copper smelters, and then of course our 2 foundries which will make our steel. Now, is this enough stuff? No, of course not. But again, this is not a factory that is designed to be like taking us into the far future. It's not a dedicated build everything by absolute efficiency. I don't have the time for that. And you know what? I don't think it's necessarily always required. It's cool to do that, but I don't think it's always required. So for the first bit of the game, until we get to basically aluminium, which is quite far from here, we're going to build this little factory that will just be a little area that will build up all of our stuff, that will allow us to build up bigger stuff. So yeah, this is going to be where we call it for today. It's not a fantastically great amount of stuff that we've done, but hopefully it's been a great amount of enjoyment for you guys. Yeah, I will see you guys next time, I suppose. Let's finish off this episode by looking at some fart clouds. Bye.